Hey guys, it's your brother in Christ, Weston. Thanks for joining me today. So today's article comes out of End Times Headlines. Let's get into it. It says here, where chip implants are heading should terrify all of us. The way that sounds. Where chip implants are heading should terrify all of us. Yes, you see RoboCop, and then you see whatever. I forgot when that is. The P something. I haven't seen RoboCop in so long. Um, Super graphic, by the way, for its time. Um, Recent advancements in neural and bio-integrated chip implants have sparked widespread discussion about their potential to transform human capabilities, with applications ranging from medical breakthroughs to cybernetic enhancements reminiscent of science fiction. A report titled Brain Bluetooth to Full Robocop, where chip implants will be heading soon, published by The Conversation, explores the trajectory of technology, highlighting both its promise and its ethical complexities. We've already discussed this. I've discussed this with you guys so many times about transhumanism. I did a video a couple years back on Cyberpunk. It's an animated film, like an animated American film where it's like based off the game, but not directly with the game, and how people, when they become transhumanists, they start adding parts to their body, but then they can get infected or poisoned by too many products that are on them, attachments or said, cybernetics, and then they have to start. I forgot what it's called. It's like a mode where they go berserk because they start to hallucinate. They have too many parts that are on them, so they have to actually be injected with something to stop the poisoning or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but some people get like iron feet, iron lungs. Then they start to have like these superhuman powers because they move in a certain way, but then other parts of their fleshy body can't compensate because they're doing things in a superhuman way. So their whole body's not superhuman, or transhumanist, meaning it's metal and it can withstand gravity, movement, speed, acceleration, the way it moves. So then you have to start getting more and more cybernetics to offset the what you've given yourself. And sometimes people get addicted to it in the show. And I mean, it's a graphic show for sure. You're not It's not for like the faint of heart kind of situation. um and with that, they become more cybernetic or like more robotic, right, than they do human. And so that's how they live their lives, right? There's another show, I only saw a couple episodes of it many moons ago, I think 3 years ago, maybe four, with my wife. And it was just about uploading consciousness, and then people get into they get in trouble. It's like a jail sentence or a judgment, and so they end up like, I forgot the name of it. They end up putting on sleeves. So like a little girl dies and she dies too young, where they upload her consciousness, and then they re-download it into a sleeve that you can buy, and it can be the shape of how you want it. How, if you want to look more attractive in this way, you want certain body parts to be bigger than others. You want to look a certain way, certain colors, and you can buy sleeves, and then you can buy them at different ages and whatnot. It becomes really unethical, and it's like a sense of trying to live forever in a sense. And something like this, right, it's like, where do you draw the line? um the theoretical idea of living forever, which we will live forever, that's what people don't forget. We just won't live forever in this body. We'll live forever in a different body that is capable of living forever. Okay, enough of that said. It said, let's keep moving. It says, drawing on insights of multiple news sources, the article examines the current state of chip implants and their projected future, weaving together perspectives on innovation, societal impact, and challenges ahead. I gotta hurry. I got a physical therapy appointment here shortly. The Conversations report outlines how chip implants are evolving beyond simple medical devices, such as cochlear implants, like stuff for your ears, peacemakers, into sophisticated systems capable of interfering directly with the brain or enhancing physical abilities. So something I was just discussing, like Google Glass, stuff that like interfaces with your brain, Neuralink, how the guy was just thinking and moving stuff. Um, Man, okay, let's keep moving. Neural implants, often dubbed brain Bluetooth, which can be hacked, are being developed to treat neurological disorders like Parkinson's disease, which would be awesome. Like, that stuff is amazing. Or epilepsy or modulating brain activity. That stuff is amazing. Absolutely 1000% amazing. And yet, it won't stop there. It's not because it can't go further. It's that there has to be a boundary where you say, like, I'm not going to preserve your life. Death is a necessity. And I think we have to realize If you try to remove death, it's unethical because you're not supposed to live forever in this. See, like Neuralink are pushing boundaries further. There we go. Aiming to create brain-computer interfaces (BCIs), okay, that enable direct communication between the human brain and external devices. I just mentioned that we've done so many videos over this stuff because we've been keeping track. A recent Reuters article noted Neuralink's progress in testing implants that allowed paralyzed individuals to control digital interfaces with only their thoughts. Just mention that guy. With clinical trials showing early success in restoring limited motor functions, which is awesome. Beyond medical applications, chip implants are venturing into the realm of human augmentation. Here we go. The conversation report references the possibility of full Robocop style enhancements, where it's just like a brain and a spine kind of situation, where implants could enhance strength, cognition, and sensory perception. Popular Science echoed this sentiment, reporting on DARPA's funded projects exploring bio-integrated chips that could improve soldiers' endurance or decision making under stress. See, the issue is that this body can't maintain that. So if it can't maintain it, then you have to continue to refine it or augment it. And as you're putting these new augmentations on it, you become less and less and less human and more and more and more cybernetic, more transhumanist, more metal, more machine than blood and bones. And you see what I'm saying? Like you'll be running off of fuel almost in some weird way, right? Uh, What else? Such developments raise prospect of future where implants blur the line between human and machine. Dude, it's like I read this and I have it. Enable capabilities like real-time language translation and enhanced memory recall. Crazy. However, this advancement comes with technical hurdles, including ensuring long-term biocapability, of course, and preventing immune rejection because your body can't is not. It's like it's going to attack it, and that's what's happening. And so then it's like if you just I'm sure the people who watch me are probably an older crowd, maybe like 35 and up, I don't know. But I'm into all kinds of stuff, and so like when I see an anime that I like, animated shows, I'm into that. I love adventure, I love action, I love superheroes, I love a good villain. And so when you watch Cyberpunk, it's more of an adult anime, not in the sense of like corn or anything like that. It's because it's graphic, and there are some suggested scenes that you should clearly skip over. I know that I did, and that's I've already mentioned that. I'm super transparent and vulnerable here, so it's not like I'm not telling you the truth. I am. There's like I think there's like one scene where it's like, oh, I can't watch this. Nope, nope. Um, I say that because when you watch shows like this and you see shows like this, and then they make shows like this, this is exactly what's happening. They are enhancing themselves with body parts that then the body can't maintain it, and it needs a new body part or a machine body part to be able to sustain it to keep the person alive. So it's like where does it stop? Where do do we have a society where people are really walking around and you see like lines on them because the part of the face can like open up and it can interface with a USB, and you have ocular eyes that are now machine and can like literally scan the landscape? Like this is something out of science fiction, and yet here we are. Um, Public sentiment, as reflected on posts on X, show a mix of excitement and apprehension. Some envision a future where implants seamlessly integrate with daily life, right? Like your phone, just it's like right here now. I can memorize everything. I can do it all by my thoughts in my brain. I have a supercomputer in my head. I can touch. I can see certain things. I don't know, man. Like if you can get rid of diseases, then what else can you not only get rid of, what else can you enhance? That's the next thing at that point. If you can restore something that was taken from the body because of lack of hormones or proteins that have been destroyed or something that's happened, then after you do that, what's next? Let's enhance it. Let's grow it. Let's magnify it. There you go. Um, Others express it's like comparing them to smartphones embedded in the body. There we go. Others express concern about privacy and autonomy, fearing that such technology could lead to surveillance or loss of control. 1000%, you can. I'm currently taking a hacking course right now. I just got done with it on my mother laptop over here. I just finished a lab, and I'm just talking, doing all this, and I'm just like, yeah, like this is incredibly possible, easy because you have a beacon. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. It's all your body's talking. I need a Wi-Fi signal. I need to download a new software update for my arm, for my leg, for my heart, for my breathing, for my eyes, whatever. Um, let's see. The concerns are unfounded. BBC reports chip implants emphasize the ethical risks, including data security and potential for socioeconomic disparities if access to enhancements is limited to the wealthy. Well, sure. The conversation reported similarly warns that without robust regulation, chip implants could exacerbate inequality and enable coercive applications such as workplace monitoring. So then, like, you have like an app on you, and some people can see what you're doing, what you're thinking, what are you thinking, what do you dream about, like it's always being logged, log, something like that. I'm telling you. The conversation underscores the need for interdisciplinary collaboration among scientists, ethicists, and policymakers to address questions of consent, equity, and long term societal impact. A recent MIT Technology Review piece reinforced this, advocating for transparent development processes to build public trust. Meanwhile, companies like Synchron, a competitor to Neuralink, are focusing on less invasive implant designs, which could accelerate adoption by reducing surgical risk, according to TechCrunch. I'm telling you, I'll put it up here somewhere. I'll take the time to do it, and it's called. And there's plenty of things you could talk about. This is transhumanism at 101. But a good way to like something that you can watch, and if you're into animated shows or anything like that, you will see and you'll be like, hey, like it's a guy, he's human, he loses his mom, um, and then he says, you know what, he ends up putting this spinal cord into his back, so he surgically has to do it, but he can't take any painkillers. So when he does it, he's literally going through it, losing all this blood, and he's biting this like metal rail while he's like getting operated on, and you can see, and they're like digging and cutting him up. Yes, I know, super graphic. And then they put it, and now he has this new spine, and he's able to move in certain ways, and the spine is regulating his nervous system, but then it overloads it, and he realizes, like, I need something to sustain this. He ends up going full blown machine towards the end, where all he is in terms of human is like his spine, his chest, like his like torso with the spine, but his head and like his chest. He's lost his gave up his arms, his legs to get in this big old mech kind of thing to defeat this bad guy. But he ends up getting, I forgot what it's called. He's like hallucinating, and he becomes thinking everybody's a bad guy, and he's getting taken over by this stuff because it's poisoning him. Um, because he's put too much. It's called chrome something. He's put too much chrome on his body machine, and what is it? He ends up at the end of the show. Just if you ever watch it, you can watch it. I'll put it up here, but it's just a way of showing like it's based off the game called Cyberpunk 2077, 2099, something like that, which I never played. Yet that's what it is, a whole future where people are man, human, flesh, and machine. So, and then you think about like um, Antichrist says his mortal wound was healed, and then they'll say who is like the beast, who can wage war with the beast. And so either that's supernatural, like I envision somebody being cut like in half, and all of a sudden they're just like they're sewn back up, or like it's nanobots or something, and it's sealing the body back up. And they're like, who can make war with this guy? Is it machine? Is it nanotechnology? Is it quantum something? Or is it just like a supernatural, something out of a movie? You get cut, something out of Terminator, where the liquid metal gets cut, the Terminator, the T-9000 gets cut, and he splits, and then his liquid body just comes back, and you're like, yeah, he must be immortal. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I've always thought of it like that when I read certain parts of scripture, because his mortal wound was healed, right? Um, there's something very different about said person, something very supernatural, something very demonic, something that is antichrist because it's trying to live immortally in a different way. Um, yeah. Anyways, I didn't know I was going to actually be able to talk about all this. We've just done videos about it, and this stuff is wild and it's very real. And I promise you, people are trying to head towards something like this. Full blown RoboCop, dude, for sure. Anyways, that's the video, guys. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.